So this year marks exactly 10 years since I moved to Germany, and I cannot believe that I have spent all of my 20s here. After a lot in these 10 years, I graduated from my dream university. I found friends that feel like second family, and I'm working at the job that I really enjoy doing. But I want to be honest with you, it was not a straight line. I almost left the country, I almost got kicked out of the university, and almost lost my visa, which is basically the most important thing for me to stay in this country. And I was so broke in a way that I don't want to romanticize it. I also don't have any kind of prestigious degree to wave at you. I'm just a normal person who struggle a lot and still make it to where I am today. And I know there's people out there probably are struggling and having the same experience as me. So here are the 5 things that took me the longest to learn, and I really wish that someone had told me earlier. Let's talk about money. A lot of people don't feel comfortable talking about money because they have it.
We don't care about money here, Mr. Hughes.
Well, that's because you have it.
Or it's just a topic that's not much people feeling comfortable talking about. But to be honest, if you are a foreign student and your parent cannot help you financially and you have to struggle, so I think it's kind of helpful to actually understand what you are dealing with and how can you balance the whole working and studying at the same time. So back then I worked 5 days a week in the restaurant. I walk out with cash tips direct in my hand, and honestly it feels so simple and kind of nice. There is actually a psychology term for that. It's called instant gratification. It just means a fast reward. You do the work, you get the money right away, and your brain is happy. But studying for a degree or working toward a big life goal, that is delayed gratification. This means you work hard for years, you stay tired and broke, and the reward is somewhere far up in the future. So when you are stressed about paying your bill, the gap between big cash and future dream is brutal. Your brain just wants to feel safe right now. I almost quit university to work in a restaurant full time and kind of redefine my whole career and life goal around this whole struggle. Because getting cash every day feels so much better than waiting years for a degree. I'm not telling you to stick to a degree or to a job you had, but if you are working a survival job right now, you need to realize something. The daily grind is distracting you from the true goals. It tricks you into thinking you don't want a dream anymore or it's unreachable, when really you are just tired of waiting for the payoff. If you are feeling stuck, you are not weak. Your brain is just tired of waiting. Don't let temporary survival make you give up on the future that you chose for yourself. Like a typical Asian, I start studying in Germany in economics because it just makes sense. Like everybody is doing it, and I hated it. I failed a lot. I don't even like math. And in Germany, you have to face the fact that you're gonna lose your visa if you fail so many subjects, and I got one of the biggest jump scare in my life that I might have to go back and, So within 2 months, I had to figure it out. What do I want in life? What can I do well? And in these 2 months, I started to apply for design university because I remember I enjoy doing things creative. I enjoy doing Photoshop. I enjoy looking at pictures and creating picture and things like that. And it was something that I never considered doing in my life because there's no proof in the past that it's something for me. But I had no other choice. Either I try to do it or I will fail again. And that's one direction completely changed my life. So I'm not telling you to quit your study. I'm telling you this: don't wait until you hit the rock bottom like me before you give yourself permission to change the direction of your life. You don't have to be in a crisis to try something else. Imagine starting something that you know that you can do well and you would enjoy doing it, and eventually, and that alone will keep you going on the hard days. We all know that you can make people laugh, and suddenly you can't even introduce yourself properly. You sit in a group and you understand maybe 25% of the whole conversation, and you laugh when other people laugh to feel included. I spent so many evenings like that in a circle that I didn't belong in, smiling at jokes that I didn't understand, and going home wondering if something wrong with me. Well, nothing is wrong with you. Making friends as an adult in a foreign country, in a language that isn't yours, it's one of the hardest social things a person can do. But I know you will put yourself out there. It's like going on dates. Most of the time, it's not an instant match, but give yourself credit for showing up anyway, because the time will come and you will find your true friend. Because we are human, we gonna connect anyway. I think people let language become a war before it needs to be one. Yes, learning German is hard. If you're not in a big city like Berlin and Hamburg, where English carries further, it's even harder. But here's the thing, you are a human being and other people are also human beings. And we already have so many things in common, like our hobbies, our lifestyle, our opinions, and our humor. Before a single word is spoken, connection is possible before fluency. For me, the connection actually came first and the language followed. Because when you genuinely want to talk with someone, when the intention is there, you find ways. Science also proves that language can be learned faster when it connects to emotion. So once you make this connection at work or school or in Supermarkt, absorbing the language comes 10 times easier. Stop waiting to be perfect to start talking. I feel like sometimes when you're a foreigner, it's easier for you to lower your standard and become a little bit a people pleaser, just to feel accepted, to have a good time, or to keep a connection alive. So it is very important to understand what you want, who you are, and to stand up for yourself. In my very first year, I tried to make friends, and it's actually one of the worst feelings when you force yourself to hang out with people just to, in exchange, to give you some kind of value of not being alone, which also kind of crazy to think back because it made me cringe a little bit. Not because it was something embarrassing, but basically because it was not the same person that I am today. But here's a new one, because I don't want you to give up too early. There's difference between changing who you are just to belong somewhere and simply being patient with a connection that you need more time. A lot of friendships start awkward and slow and one-sided as they grow into something real. And that's not people pleasing, it's just how friendships or any kind of relationship in life works. And my closest friends right now, we met on Bumble BFF, and it took us somewhere between 6 months to a year to actually build this special bond right now, because we all had our own lives, our timing, and the friendship sometimes wasn't always a priority at that point, and somehow that make it better. So yeah, 10 years, I would not repeat my 20s again, not for anything. But I appreciate so much for everything I learned throughout those years. If you are at the beginning of this journey or in a hard part in the middle of it, I hope something in here will make you feel less alone. If you want more honest, unfiltered content about living abroad, or how I switched my university, or how I find a job after graduation, I will be here. And don't forget to share your story in the comments. I would love to hear it. Bye!